Welcome back everyone, thanks for joining. Today on the Crypto Harvest Show, I'm happy to report that we have gained around $5,000 over the past 6 days, not even 7 because I did this only 6 days ago. So that is essentially, if we do that with like quick math, to do this divided by this, we see a gain of basically like 7% in a week, which is pretty good. For crypto standpoint, we own some like Bitcoin, some ETH, but most of these gains are from our altcoins. And today I want to go through one specific one on the Solana blockchain. It's called AVO, but we'll go through that first. Let's go through our portfolio. So our H bar we see has went up to 28,000. D-Bank, we're sitting at a cozy almost 50K. Solana, we reached above 2,000 now. Akash, we're almost $7,000. So these are all increasing compared to last week. We can see that Akash, like we went up 7%, which is kind of on track with this. And just to give you sort of like a tracker over, let me just refresh this page for you guys. Okay, so our data has been refreshed. I actually don't like this chart anymore. There's too many weeks now, so it looks a bit flat. Let me update this. All right, so this is a better indicator of how we're doing right now. It's a bit more clear. So essentially we started like pretty low at 70K, and over the past nine weeks, we've been able to steadily grow it. And this is why I love this strategy that we're doing. Essentially, all of this is mostly derived from our staking, our yield farming. So as you can see here, it's a very steady growth. Like every week we're either staying flat, even during during these are like pretty substantial market corrections, and we're able to stay flat because we're able to benefit from yield farming. And then when we see some increasing, that's also because the market's going in our favor. Like this week the market went in our favor, but also our farming with more liquidity in the pool, everything's just becoming compound growth, and we're able to put in an extra like $1,000 every week just by growing this way. So let's quickly jump into our farms. I believe last week, every week I've been showing the WINR farm, so I'll continue showing it this week just because it is a very juicy farm right now. And with such a high APR, I don't think it's ethical for me not to show you guys this. So let me quickly bring it up. All right, folks, let me show you now the WINR farm. So as you can see here, WINR actually fell for us, even with a 5K up week, a 7% growth week. WINR dropped around like 10% this week. But what's crazy is we still earned all of these pending fees and whatnot. So we earned around $27 here in our V3 fees. That's whenever people swap, they're paying a fee to swap. And since we're the liquidity provider, we gain a portion of the fees, the swap fees. There's also an incentive that right now Camelot, which is the system or the trading platform we're using, they also have this market maker, which is their kind of like loyalty program. And we gain a portion of the fees here too. And this is $26. So almost equivalent in terms of our liquidity pool fees and also our market maker fees. So what we do now is, as I mentioned before, this is the same thing we're doing. We're going to quickly stake our the $26 or whatever we made. We're going to allocate it and stake it back into the program, or the real yield staking program in Camelot, and that's earning us around 22% APY rather. So that's okay. We put it in there, and then from there we also can earn that like vested grail is what they call it. So this is already vested. We don't have to vest it anymore. So what we're able to do is we're able to pick up this 55 cents, right? And then right away I'm going to sell it and transfer it directly back into WINR, which is the pool that we have, right? So I'm going to quickly go into the trade, and I'm going to swap over my grail for WINR. Okay, so it's been successfully swapped, and we can see that our WINR has been added to our wallet. So from there, we're going to put it back in the pool that's earning us 1,300%. It's in positions. So what I do here now is I go into the pool that's earning us 1,300%. and I'm going to add back in the WINR that we harvested. So around $6 in USDC and the rest in WINR. So we can see that back then we had $1,539. Once we add this in, I don't know why they think it's a risk. I've been doing this for a while. You'll see that the $1,540 is now $1,560, which is also earning us this 1,300% APR. So again, I wanted to show you guys WINR. Go back to a few videos ago. I do a deep dive into WINR and why it's such a good crypto to buy and hold in your portfolio. But yeah, let's jump right into the other stocks, or crypto rather. Okay, before I get on to AVO, I'll go over Akash. So this is actually not even that long. I think it's I think it was around 4 days, maybe even 3 days of earnings, and it already earned us $26, right? So that's pretty good. We earned $1 here. So what I do is I just collect all the rewards total, and then once that's been collected, the fees are only a cent. I will go back into this pool and stake back my Akash I earned back into the liquidity pool, and that's basically what I do. It's earning us 21%. So again, it's not as high as WINR, but again, Akash is more defined. What they do is they're kind of like the NVDA or the compute of the crypto space. So that's why I'm a strong believer in Akash. I'll probably do a separate video about it in a future video. All right, so we're back with our Solana wallet. Essentially, I have a few coins over here. So first, what we do is we harvest our earnings. In the week, we made around $13. Pretty solid. And most of it comes from, let me just type in my password. Most of it comes from our SolForge Fusion Gaming token, which is earning us around 100% APR. I don't really put more into it right now. I have been funneling my money into another stock or crypto that I think you guys should know about, and I'll show that to you shortly. I also have a bunch of other like RWA tokens. So I have some Google here, some NVIDIA. RWA just stands for real world asset tokens. So we're able to actually buy stocks on crypto, which is pretty insane right now. So I would put like $20 in NVIDIA, $30 in Google. I might do another one. I'll just see whatever's cheap. Okay, so I'm going to use the earnings I made from SolForge Fusion Gaming, and I'm going to shove it into gold, and then from there, we'll also do more investing. All right, so the underlying reason why I'm doing that transaction with gold is because I want to earn the 700% APR farm, albeit there's not a lot of liquidity, but we can start adding the liquidity, be the first ones there to provide it, just to make sure that we gain a lot of the money from it. So I'll put this around like this large, and then I'll add in the pool. Yeah, so this is a pretty wide range. I do think there is way more upside on Solana than gold. So I'm going to shift. What I mean by that is I think Solana is going to go way higher than gold, just because gold's it goes up, but it's very stable, right? Solana is very volatile, but usually tends to go up more so than its counterpart gold. So I want to shift my money off towards more into gold, less into Solana, just because I can reap in the better APR. Like if I were to extend it, I'm at 180, 170. If I go a bit closer, I'm at 220. So I'm gonna stick to the 220% APR and create the position. And also from the earnings that we made in Google and NVIDIA, I'm just going to reinvest. So in this case, I'm reinvesting 16 cents into Google, albeit it's only earning us like 5% APR. That is still good, right? It's like a 5% dividend, 2.5% dividend for NVIDIA. We'll take that, I'll add it in, adding an extra 35 cents. Okay, so this is the main reason we are doing this video. It's because of our AVO Solana. So this, I do believe, is going to go to the moon. It already went up quite a bit, and I'm still thinking it's a good buy. I was still going to keep reinvesting into this, but this is AVO. So what AVO, let me just quickly claim my $6 I made on 284 bucks in 1 week. So that's pretty insane. It's 6 days, right? So in less than a week, I made $6 off $290. So what I will do now is, since I claimed the fees, I will now go and show you guys what AVO is. So AVO, it's like a wallet that you can buy. So they have different wallets that you can make your own index. And what is very strong about this is you can think about all the different wallets, the different indexes you can make. So a good example here is their CoinGecko trending coin. So what this does is it kind of analyzes the top coins and it allows you to buy it. Why this is very strong is because of what influencers can do. So influencers can make their own wallet and have people invest in the wallet. They have an incentive to do so because you can refer and earn. So I can make my own wallet and then have people buy that, and from there I gain a portion of the fees. And where I see this gaining immense popularity is when you see trust funds starting to invest. Like, let's say you have Berkshire Hathaway, they start doing coins on this AVO chain. The coin's gonna skyrocket, right? And if you have like let's say you love ETFs, right? You buy a bunch of XQT if you're in Canada, you buy a lot of SPY, VOO if you're in the US. And you want to do that for crypto. Let's say you want to buy the top 50 crypto coins, right? Or top 500 crypto coins. Right now, there's no way to do it. But in AVO, there is a way. Eventually, right? You could have someone who makes an algorithm where it only invests in the top 500 crypto coins or top 100 crypto coins. In which case, they're essentially acting like SPY, but for crypto. I've never seen that done yet. And once that is done, this coin can go to the moon. I put in $50, now it's at $280, $290. That's like a 4x return, and it's not even scratching the floor of what this can do. All right, so let me just quickly add more to this coin. All right, bought $5 more. Let's add $5 more back into the coin. So now we should hit almost $300. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted with this. That is all for today's video. If you do like the video, remember to like and subscribe. As always, Crypto Harvest, peace out.